So, welcome back, world. How y'all doing? It's your boy King. If y'all don't know, I know it's been a while, but it's for a good reason. And today we're gonna do a real good summary recap of what it's been like. Let me get the microphone, man. I don't know, y'all. Obviously, y'all can't see my setup right here, but it's. Hold on, let me effectively change. Turn the camera. See, look how free we are. See, I got the setup today. You know what I mean? The Rodecaster is finally been giving me so much joy. I've been doing music. I've been doing episodes, voiceovers, all kind of greatness, all because of the Rodecaster. So I probably just messed up my angle. But anyway, welcome back, y'all. Another great episode of the session, episode 35, recap of the summer, Dreamcon 2023, the boat party. Everything was amazing. Got a chance to meet Carl Jones. Got a chance to work for Carl Jones. This has been a ridiculous amount of events occurring in the last couple months. So, if y'all don't know though, I think, my last video was the Flash review. Shout out to Flash. First of all, if you don't know, Flash is streaming now on HBO Max or the Max, whatever they call it, and I feel like the Flash is finally about to get its just due. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's streaming, people can watch it. People can go back and be like, yo, I liked this part, but I didn't like that part. But you can realize it wasn't that serious. You know what I'm saying? You let the people egg you on. Now, go watch that. That's my put on. I'm going to come back and visit that later, but that's my put on for today. So to get back to the recap, end of July, all of July we prepping. I had Harley Fest the beginning of July. That's why I kind of couldn't do a video because there was just so much going on that week. And I was kind of doing more social media stuff, to the business and trying to get other things going, getting people flyers, getting a lot of stuff going. So prepping for Dreamcon. Dreamcon, let's just say this. Let me get this out the way. 17-hour drive with the homies, with the Geek Set homies. Shout out to Bird Gang. But 17-hour drive into the heat. And I don't know if y'all know this. Texas, Arizona, California, Florida, record high temps this year. Record high temps. The whole South. I mean, I know Alabama and Arkansas, they don't care about nothing. They just do what they do. But let's be real. It was hot. And it was fun, but it was hot. And a lot of things that I wanted to do, we couldn't really get done. Like, I wanted to shoot a music video for my new Escanor track.
I never saw his attack coming.
Your darkness swallowed up my soul, decided that. I still got it. You should bow to a king. Speak the lions in a pride. Look alive when you greet. Run with the big dogs. Sun shines on me, homie. My ego big as hell, cause you know I keep it on me. I am him, I am the strongest. Me and my niggas got Leonis. Play with my folks, then we in motion. Running plays with Meliodas. Sacred treasure, make them fold. I call her Rita, she's so cold. Touch my love, she's hard to hold. Live or die, you never know. Respect the guys or you a foe. It's ride or die, my niggas know. We lay it down, one single blow. They say Escanor's the best to ever do it, that's for sure. We get it poppin' in this hoe. I done broke a few commandments, now I'm wildin' in this hoe. I still got it. You should bow to a king. Speak the lions and the pride. Look alive when you greet. Run with the big dogs. Sun shines on me, homie. My ego big as hell, cause you know I keep it on me.
You know what I'm saying? And it just was too hot, Shout out to my boy Deuces, man. He got off. He had a moment where they were actually rapping. They was outside, spit, music playing, bars everywhere. And bro had, it in him. It wasn't on him. It was in him. He went out there and spit. You know what I'm saying? We got some dope footage of that. So that was cold. Like, I was amazed by that. Only because it was hot. Like, and bro said it to me too. He like, bro, I know you got bars. You could have just spat. And I'm like, yeah. But I had the axe. I had Rita with me. I had the camera on me. I really was trying to catch bro. And we were actually hustling to get to Vader press conference. So we got good footage of that. Shut man, like I said, the heat really played a part when it came to doing a lot of things. Like, but we got it done. You know what I'm saying? It was a successful trip, a lot of good footage. You know what I'm saying? And that led to the Carl Jones situation. Now, let me give y'all a little story time about this. So, I've always been a huge Black Dynamite Boondocks fan. And, you know, you hear people's names. You hear creators, you hear co-creators, producers, voices, all that shit. But, you know, this is me diving into the world of production. I'm horrible with faces. And it was funny because my boy Deuce is like, he always talk about him like we knew him. Like, yeah, man, Carl Jones, you know what I'm saying? Who this, who that, you know what I'm saying? We doing this record with Carl Jones, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, bro, I fuck with you hard. But I don't know who the fuck Carl Jones was. Like, I'm not good with faces, names like that. Like, first off the top of the dome. And it's crazy because in the anime world, you could tell people, they want that. They want you to know the Japanese character's name, like the character's name in Japanese. They also want you to know the voice actor's name, and they also want you to know the American voice actor's name. Cold, right? I'm not that good. So I know Thug Nipsey. You know what I'm saying? I know these characters, but then I didn't know it was Carl Jones. So it was dope to know, okay, bro working with Carl Jones. So then we get down there, Carl Jones is there. Like, he has a panel, he has a press conference, he has like things, you know, he's part of the experience. So that's cold. Like, I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna get a chance to meet him, you know, shake his hand, blah, blah, blah. And I got a chance to meet him, got a chance to shake his hand. I didn't take a picture with him. And I don't regret that because, like I told my boy, I'd much rather take a picture of you. And being in the, you know, the camera world, all that photography world, I will always be like able to say, you know, I worked with him, shot him, you know, met him. I don't need to prove I met him because I shot him. So that's just my theory. You know, other people might say I'm wrong, but I got the photo. I can always look at it and go, man, that was cold. That was an experience. You know what I'm saying? So, and it brings an experience for people, I believe. So now we get there. He immediately hollers at my boy Didge, who, you know what I'm saying, I work with Geek Set as well to do all of like the camera angles and, you know, footage. Like, we plot and plan and get the shit done. But like, it's, you know, it's weird because me, him, and my man's Doug, we like, yo, and I am ashy. Shout out to me being ashy. I got lotion in here though. But we like, yo, we planning in for the day for Geek Set. Like, we getting everything done. And out of nowhere, Carl Jones like, yo, you shooting me my panel tomorrow, right? And we like, Did's like, oh yeah, of course. Me and Doug already know what time it is. Like, it is what it is. Like, we got it. You know what I'm saying? We got the equipment. We got everything we need. It's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? But the whole thing was, we also had a plan to get other Geek Set shit done. But we knew we was gonna check out Carl Jones's panel, so it worked out. It wasn't like, oh yeah, we wasn't gonna be there anyway. We was definitely gonna be there. You know. So shout out to Martian Blueberry. Shout out to Carl Jones. Love Jones. Like, they were so cold, fam. That was an amazing situation. Especially being a brand new cinematographer, cameraman as it was. And, you know, I've been doing it, what, like 3 years now? I still consider myself novice and all that, like amateur, because it's no paid gig yet, like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Until I get that sponsored gig, it is what it is. Like, we just gonna make sure we get the money first, and then we'll get the honey. You know what I'm saying? Then we pros. Till then, I don't know. But yeah, man, it was a dream, dog. It was a dream. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I can see why people get into this as a career, especially if they're getting paid for it. That y'all really gotta focus on, because, like, I just learned that Cartoon Network or Adult Swim was going out of business. I didn't know that, but that's where, you know, growing up, I caught all my like heat. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the good stuff was Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Food Toonami, you know. So we looking at Carl Jones, we're looking at Martian Blueberry as the future of bringing us, the American animated classics, the Boondocks, the Black Dynamites, man. Just, the list goes on. It's like we need those. We need those creative, like independently created shows to continue. Because to be fair, like I like Futurama. I like all of those shows that have been on for a long time, but I feel like they're like The Simpsons. We had this conversation in the ride back. The Simpsons seem so manufactured now that they're like Saturday Night Live of animation, where they pick up whatever's political going on, trendy going on, whatever's going on, and then they just decide to run with it. And then people be like, well, they're telling the future. It's like, not really. Like, it's a predictable future. You know what I'm saying? Like, if a crooked guy gets into politics, obviously he's going to end up going to jail. It's been happening for years, for decades. Like, so many crooked politicians end up going to jail or being exposed for drugs, being exposed for this. And it's just how it is. So they make animation behind it. Yeah, if it is done well and it stands the test of time, it can always be looked at like it told the future. So could the Boondocks, with the R. Kelly stuff. Like, a lot of this stuff, it is what it is. Dave Chappelle, did he tell the future? Like, come on, y'all. We gotta be real. We need these independent creatives that really have a pulse on the culture, on the industry, on the world. Not just corporations, not just the people who fund them and be like, oh yeah, I'm on Comedy Central. Yeah, but you funded by everybody that you're making fun of right now because that's what they want people to, to do, be reminded of these companies and all that stuff. But whatever. I digress. Back to the recap. So yeah, we get that done. We get a lot of great footage. We get a lot of great interviews of creators, Twitch guys, stuff like that. All of that stuff, man, that it was like a success. Like what we planned to do, we really got it done. So shout out to y'all, man, at everybody who came to Dreamcon, who participated, who, you saw me with my camera and y'all posed for us and took pictures and, all that, man. Shout out to y'all because y'all definitely made it amazing for all of us. Like for the Black Geek documentary, for Geek Set, man, like for real. We had a time. We had a time last night. But whatever. And I can't wait, man, to do it again. You know what I'm saying? Like right now we ain't got no more cons on the docket, but you never know, man. I could easily sign myself up to go to any con and film just because of the creativity, just whatever. Like those are enjoyable now, and I'm seeing why a lot of people do it like consistently. Like I don't know if y'all sponsored. I don't know what it is, the personality, but if it's the addiction, I can see the addiction. But oh man, what can I say? They had that 17-hour drive. Reckless. Very reckless. Probably will never do it again. I mean, my knees and my feet really, they suffered the most, but that's because I'm old. Oh, also went to the Dominican Republic. Shout out to the DR. This is like personal. This ain't even on the Geek Set stuff. Like this is just part of my own personal, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta talk about it. So the DR was intriguing. It was very intriguing. And I'm gonna tell you why the VR was very intriguing. Like people always hit you with this passport bros and oh, they going over there because the women are broke and they need this and they need that. And I feel the people who say that have never been there. You couldn't have. You could have never been to somewhere so beautiful, somewhere so chill. Like, I went to the DR. I went to the DR, me and my wife. I would move to the DR. I would relocate to the Dominican Republic. Was it Santo Domingo or Santiago, whatever it is? I would go. Because, let me tell you why. Okay, so everybody, like Florida, right? Everybody always thinks I could relocate and retire in Florida. imagine Floridians, but nicer, but not as aggressive. Because that's literally the same vibe. Super chill. Everybody spoke to each other like they knew each other. Kind of, it was loud. They were a little loud, a little, but it was familiarity loud. It wasn't like aggressive loud. It would be like, yo, I need somewhere to get, I need a cab. I need this. Hey, yo, hey, papi, bo. Bro, talk to each other like fam, like they were brothers, cousins, sisters, all the time. And I'm with that because in the midst of some areas that, experience some types of poverty, if you can stay positive and you own your shit and it's like, oh man, me and my people, man, this is my people, man, that's impressive to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know it's people that suffer out there, but to know that the area was so positive about it, like, bro, it's hot. They knew that. And you saw cats walking in the heat, going to work, hard hats, mini bikes, riding together, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could tell people getting it done out there. So for me, I like that vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I admire because I feel like I want my children to always feel, okay, I can get it done. If they can get it done, I can get it done. Now, along with that, it's beautiful. It's fucking amazing. Like, it was beautiful on a rainy day. It was beautiful when it rained. It only rained one day. We were 6 days. It rained for 20 minutes for one day. And it was amazing. Like, I was like, oh my God, the sky, rolling grays, the trees, the palm trees swaying. Like, it was nice. It was decent. It wasn't like a gloomy, creepy vibe. But no, this was cool and relaxing. Like, I needed that day to rest and just chill, hear the raindrops, sleep in a little bit. So now, back to the beaches. The beaches, ugh, beautiful, clear water, the sand, white sand, ugh, They had a jerk chicken shack on the beach, like between the resort, the dunes. There was a nice little shack where you can get fresh jerk chicken from 11 to 4. I knew because this was the hours that I would get up and I wouldn't even go to breakfast some days. I would just go get jerk chicken because I would be drunk from the night before, partying too hard. Now, let me be clear. There's no other way to eat jerk chicken anymore for me besides on the beach with my feet in the sand. You know what I'm saying? Like, with a nice salad. There's nice salad next to you. But I'm going to try. I will try to move on. I have not had jerk chicken since I've been back. I have not. There's no place that I wanted it from. No place. It's all good. Not saying that was the best jerk chicken I've ever had in my life. But if I buy it, I'm going to need to go to the beach immediately. Shoes off, socks off, bam, toes in. Just to eat. Oh, it's ridiculous. I'm spoiled. But anyway, yeah, I just don't think people realize how fucking amazing the DR really is. And that's just coming from the perspective of a guy who's been to other places, you know what I'm saying? Seen the poverty in the United States, seen the homelessness in California, Florida, all that shit. Yeah, the beaches are decent here. They're really nice, but they're dirty. A lot of them are dirty. And I don't blame it because it's overcrowded. You know what I'm saying? You don't got people that really care about the areas. They care about being in a nice, comfortable space, probably because outside of that space is trash. It's like hyper stressful, overpopulated, people on top of people. You go out there, bro, chill. They're building out there. You know what I'm saying? So you don't have that same vibe of heavy traffic, bumper to bumper. Everybody's, cutthroat. It just ain't happening yet. So I'm definitely with it. But that was my summer. That was my last couple months. I did a lot of traveling in a short period of time. Got home. Now I'm just ready to chill, get to some movies, get back to some reviews, you know what I'm saying? Get to these voiceovers because I got to travel. I got to do a travel video on the DR. That's just no ifs, ands, or buts. Because I've seen other people's travel videos and they be lying. They don't be telling the whole truth. You know what I'm saying? They be trying to show that they went to the ghetto or they did this, they did that. They don't be wanting They don't want y'all to see the resort. They don't want y'all to see the airport. They don't want to see y'all to see how they got there. They don't want to see that. I'm gonna show y'all. But until next time, y'all. I'm out. Peace.